Today we are discussing about cryptocurrency websites where we can go and check out, and this is very valuable data to all of us. Data is the new oil. Without it, we don't have a lot of information required to make money. With it, we are able to use it for trades, for figuring out rates, for figuring out where demand is going, what projects are in demand and are hyped, what are overhyped. Guys, bookmark these websites. These are very important. Follow me on this journey. So today we're going over 13, technically 14 websites that I think are important to bookmark. All the links will be down below. One that's obviously not being mentioned is CoinMarketCap, which every single person in the crypto community knows. And obviously if you use YouTube or Reddit or Facebook to get any, or Twitter to get any crypto knowledge, that's always helpful, or Discord or Telegram. But these websites in particular all serve a purpose. So we're going to be going over all of them, and we shall start with CoinMarketCal. At first I thought that was a misspelling of CoinMarketCap, but very similar, CoinMarketCalendar. This website basically shows all upcoming events and future releases regarding a certain cryptocurrency. Anyone can post an event, and it's dictated to be either a fact or not through a rating system. So it's probably actually going to be best if I just show you guys as well the websites when we go along with it. When I take a look, it's a very simple website. Here we are, CoinMarketCal, and as we see, upcoming tokens. This was really nice, especially when you had calendar websites for ICOs back in the day. I remember going on them constantly, looking at what's happening over the next 30 days. And as we see, on the 4th of August, we have C2Fi Fund. On the 15th, we have a bond launch for SWDAO. For SubMe, we have an August burn on the 1st, so that's tomorrow, and then also a Codex launch on the 1st. And then if we click on, let's say, one of these, it will take us to more information. So it's basically a very simple version, not a lot of details here, but a simple version of CoinMarketCap just with a calendar. At least that's something that should be visited for a couple minutes, maybe each month, just to see what's going on. And then you have news articles as well below. The next website that we get to is CryptoQuant.com. And as you see, a little bit more complicated, and let's turn the brightness, or actually in this case, let's turn it up. So a money flow of where Bitcoin is going in the market. This helps us realize the psychology of the market, where it's currently going. Now, as we see, we have this that's unlocked, but the rest is locked. If you have to sign up, that's totally fine. When we click sign up, it is completely free to sign up. And to be quite honest, I think it's definitely worth it, because you are able to see the exchange inflows, network flows, miner flows, derivatives, market data. It gives you a lot of important information that could potentially be useful if you're thinking big outside the box and what investors' behavior is currently going through. So maybe it might help you unlock where the market's moving. Maybe they're going for NFTs. Maybe they're going for DeFi. Maybe they're going for some new category suddenly. The next website is Lunar Crash. This is very interesting. It uses AI, artificial intelligence, also data, big oil right here, the new oil. It's gathering data off of social media, any social media platform surrounding cryptocurrency. It utilizes these social media outlets such as Reddit or YouTube or any other social media platform, and reports statistical information such as link popularity, news activity, Google search volume, and many more things that are probably pretty important, because if you see that demand is suddenly waning, you might want to check out why that is. If you see something's completely overhyped, that's also very important and might help you come to a decision whether you want to invest in this or not. So all of this information is combined. It gives you a top-level overview, essentially, of what social sentiment is like for that day, for that month, for different cryptocurrencies. Here is the website. This is a better view. So from the top, Lunar Crash, there we go. We start with very simple black UI. We have cryptocurrencies at the top, NFTs, Bored Ape Yacht Club, CryptoPunks, all of the top stuff going on. Global NFT metrics. This you have to sign up as well for social contributors, but it does give you a fair amount of decent data. And then if we click on NFT influencers, this is actually very interesting, because this is where the real data is coming from. And then if we go to cryptos and crypto influencers, you do have to sign up, but It will give us a lot of crypto influencers that are posting recently about certain cryptos, and it gives you options to delve further into what they're researching. So pretty important. Masari.io. This is a pretty simple interface that we've seen at a lot of exchanges, and we see at the bottom here all of crypto. We have DeFi assets, you have smart contract platforms, you're able to continue scrolling, and you have stable coins, normal currencies, exchange tokens. So pretty simple layout. It's nice colors. The Masari screener gives you the ability to sort through the coin market using customized filters to hopefully find some hidden gems to add to your portfolio. A nice and simple website. All of these websites by themselves aren't going to be the one that makes you a ton of money, but using every single one, just a couple minutes every day, maybe you find a coin that you really like, you haven't heard of it anywhere else, you use data from these other websites to piece together whether it's worth it to research or not, and then you're able to spend a lot of time going into one particular project before you invest. The next website, Glassnode, it allows you to basically look at the entire market indicators for Bitcoin, Ethereum. You'll be able to see the statistics for the exchange info, the volume, the inflows for that specific day. Really, really nice to have, and it's a pretty simple website. Here we go. So we're on Bitcoin right now. If we go to derivatives, let's go to options, 25 delta, and of course you're going to have to log in. Let's see if anything apart from, a lot of these websites you're going to have to sign up for. But again, if you're trading, if you're making money, in many cases, it does make sense. Let's take a look at pricing. Standard, $0. You start for free. You do have access to a little bit. Then you go up to $29 per month or $800 per month. Oh man, that's absolutely crazy. But pretty important to have as well. The next website wants to auto-translate there. Blockchaincenter.net, altcoin season index. It's not altcoin season. It's probably one of the simplest websites we have here apart from the crypto fear and greed index. And it's really easy. You get to find out whether it's right now in Bitcoin or whether it is alt season. And we can take a look at performance, and that's it. Nothing too crazy here. You are able to do a little bit more on the website, but for the most part, that's pretty cool to have. If you're under 25, it is Bitcoin season. If you're over 75, it's alt season. What's this mean for all the newbies out there? If it's alt season, most altcoin projects are going to be bringing the volume. Once you get out of altcoin season, you have a lot of people selling their alts to get back into Bitcoin. The number one thing is to be diversified, so you should have both, but it's always good to be aware where you're at right now. The next website, BuyBT. BuyBit. You don't want to say Bybit because that's an exchange, but BuyBT, just missing the I, this is a completely different website. It's a derivative data analytics tool. So if you're really interested in derivative markets, this uses data to formulate trading strategies. Additionally, there's a great liquidation section for you to see like liquidations taking place. So if you've ever seen that Twitter bot, the whale alert or whatever, that every single time there's a huge liquidation, this is where part of that data comes from. And it looks like they actually rebranded from BuyBT to CoinGlass, probably because everyone was confusing them between the exchange. But it has similar advertising. It has advertising from Binance, and the way it looks is, again, most of these crypto websites are probably just doing copy-paste here, but again, more data for you. Here is CoinGlass, a little bit redesigned, and then we see perpetuals and futures, a lot of data here. You scroll down a little bit further, and you have actively comparing funding rates across all of the exchanges. So that's always nice to have. And then we go to CoinDance. And this gives you hash rates. This gives you mining information, which is pretty important. For example, when you're coming up on a Bitcoin halving event or a forking event from Bcash or something similar from another cryptocurrency. So hash rates, fees, mining breakdowns, network nodes, more. You're even able to sort the data by country to see how crypto adoption is doing around the world. Next website is TradingView. You've used this before in certain videos. It's a cloud-based charting and social networking platform. You can take a look at various charts. One of my favorite that I've actually bookmarked is the way Bitcoin stacks up against inflation of the US dollar. So over the years, you can see it looks differently than when you're just comparing the rise of Bitcoin against USD without any inflation included into the math. Here is I'm actually going to leave this link as well down below, Bitcoin USD /M2SL. And we can take a look at how it's stacked up over, let's say, a 5-year time frame, where it doesn't give you the value of Bitcoin or the price point, but it does give you the money supply, especially stacking up against the Fed. So next website is CoinGecko. This is a crypto exchange that we used a lot back in 2017, 2018. Similar, not exchange, but exchange aggregate and crypto aggregate, where it just shows you a lot of data. It's basically like CoinMarketCap, but some coins that are listed on CoinMarketCap are not listed on CoinGecko, and some coins that are listed on CoinGecko aren't listed on CoinMarketCap. So that's why it's always good to have various sources. And sometimes we know that with CoinMarketCap, it can be very controversial. They've had paid listings and paid exchanges where the different values, the rankings are different than other websites. So it's good to just compare. Due to the value of crypto, a lot of these projects are willing to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars to have a better ranking, because if you go to these websites and you have hundreds of thousands of people looking at it, obviously that's going to impact whether people are investing into your coin or not. The next website is CoinPerspective. When we take a look at CoinPerspective, it's a great resource to see important data regarding a crypto of your choice. Again, similar to CoinGecko, CoinMarketCap, it's going to have market cap, total, and circulating supply rankings, and much more. It has a market cap slider where you can see the market cap of certain coins out there and see what its price would be if it was reached. And that's probably one of the most important bits. So, for example, if Ethereum had Bitcoin's market cap, what Ethereum would be worth $3,732. And then you could play around, obviously, with that. So this is pretty useful, actually, for YouTubers and other influencers. And just throwing things into perspective, whether you're buying a good coin or not. Tivity shows you the most transacted cryptos right now. So as we see that Wax has an insane amount of activity, but part of that reason is because it comes from a single entity, the entity that is obviously behind the Wax transactions coming from the developers. Then we have Stellar Lumens, we have Tron, Hive, Steemit competitor over here, EOS. Man, I remember this coin. I used to be a big investor in this, and unfortunately not much turned of it, but we have Ripple. So this is a little bit different, and it shows you the coins that probably have the most amount of adoption, and Bitcoin has much less activity. So it's definitely different. When we go to multi-coin charts, ooh, I like that. I like that neon. When we go to it, it just lets you take a look at various charts at once. Very simple. If you have multiple monitors, I don't, but you can take a look at multiple coins. You can adjust which coins you're taking a look at, and this is fantastic if you're doing a lot of day trading. Coin ATM Radar. This is more so if you're purchasing Bitcoin locally from Bitcoin ATMs, but I also like to look at it, obviously, if someone's a ATM investor. This is a huge website because it's going to give you a lot of data, probably the most amount of data out of any website for Bitcoin ATMs. And then also you can compare how much crypto ATMs there are in the world. And what's always interesting is when we take a look at the countries, we see Poland's almost about to be number 4. El Salvador's really slowed down, and man, that's absolutely crazy. They beat Hong Kong, Switzerland, Austria. I remember when Poland was number 9. And this is all due to regulation, but it's absolutely insane. And of course, the US, almost 35,000 locations. And then apart from that, one of the last websites, very simple, Crypto Fear and Greed Index, lets you know about psychology of the markets right now. We're at a 33, so not too bad. Yesterday it was a little bit better to 39, last week at 30, and last month at 14. So pretty terrible over there. This I'm not really going to include, but it's Decrypt, one of my favorite news websites, just the way it's designed. When you go to all news, you're able to scroll through the past couple of days. Not too many news stories because not too many writers. But when we go to CoinDesk, for example, I hate the new update with CoinDesk. The layout, I miss the old layout. And Cointelegraph's probably better at this point. But Decrypt's one of my favorite websites for getting news. So that is that for today, folks. Thanks for watching. Crypto's kind of recovering a little bit as of the past couple of days. We've got some excitement in the air. And we shall see you guys tomorrow. Rock on, bye.